Yo, what's up, guys? It is Core170 here with a start of a brand new series called Tigers Franchise. Well, I am a Detroit Tigers fan, and I have been fairly disappointed. Well, lately they've been playing really, really good baseball. I'm starting this series on July 8th of 2026. Tigers are currently playing way better baseball right now. They're now 8 games below 500 and only like 4 or 5 out of the wild card and about 6 out of the division. But overall, it's been a pretty disappointing season, especially May. And you know, I feel like this team hasn't. One, I feel like they have underperformed this year, except for now. Now they're playing really well. Our rotation is really good, for the exception of Valdez. And then obviously bullpen's had its issues, but offense has come alive lately. But I feel like that the team isn't being managed well, or we're not going after big time players, and I just feel like the front office could do more. So I'm gonna take control of the front office and see if I can build a dynasty with the Tigers, my team. We're gonna start here on opening day in 2026. Let's see how the CPU. Sometimes the CPU does some things that you don't necessarily want. I am gonna roll this lineup though. This rotation. Verlander being his last day. Although I really don't want Joe Anderson. I really don't. Finnegan's fine, Holton's fine, Herder's fine. I don't know who this Scott Efros guy is. Unless he's like on the Tigers at the beginning of the year. Like, what I'm using is the rosters from the beginning of the season, including injuries. So nothing that's happened this season is in here. This is from spring training and opening day lineups from this past season before all the injuries happened throughout the season. But the injuries that were on here before, um, before all the season injuries. Like for the Tigers example, Reese Olson, Tyler Melton, or Troy Melton, um, uh, Jackson Jobe, and who's the other one? And Bo Brisky. These are all on here. Now, I think all these guys will come back this month, especially Brisky and Melton. They will come back during the sim. Same with Reese Olson and. Oh, my controller battery's low. Hopefully, this makes to this episode. Um, but yeah, I think to keep it realistic, if these guys come back throughout the sim, Olsen and Job, I'm going to keep them in the minors just so they don't, because they're not going to come back this season. I mean, Job is making some rehab starts on a single leg currently, but I mean, I don't see him really pitching this year. Maybe September, maybe the playoffs if we make it. But obviously, Olsen is not going to play this year. Brisky's back, and so is Melton. So if Brisky and Melton come back, I'll put them on the roster. I'll put them on the major league team if I have room. Um, but Job and Olsen, I'll probably put in the minors in AAA until next season, just to keep it kind of realistic. But yeah, I think I'm gonna look to trade Anderson because I don't know if I can send him down. Does he have any options? He does. I think I'm gonna start Anderson out in AAA. I'll keep this lineup here. And for the lineups, yeah, I definitely want McGonagall in for sure over McKinstry on every day. Bias is here. I'm gonna try to trade Bias too. I mean, the dude is making $23.3 million a year. That's just eating up cap space. And for what I've played on this game so far, he never does well in simulation. I'm okay with trading him, and he has like an MVP caliber season. Like, I'm okay with that. I don't want to have Bias on here. I want to open up some cap space. Um, Parker Meadows is here. He got hurt at the beginning of the season. I think I might keep Wenzel. No. I think I'll put Meadows in for righties, but put Wenzel in for his left. But third base, Keith is going to go in at third. I'm going to change all this lineup here in just a second. Jemiah Jones, he's been awful this year, but maybe in-game, he's done pretty well in-game simulation. But maybe this is where we can put Pitching mind's not that good versus righties. There's Perez. Let's see who's in the AAA. Also, I'm gonna go in and change the positions for Melton and Olsen because they're starters, not relievers. Well, I mean, Melton has been a reliever. Like, he came into majors as a starter, and they made him a bullpen guy who's been a very good bullpen player last year, but now he's a starter again. So this is technically not cheating because just reverting them back to what they are. And same with Olsen. Like, Olsen's not a reliever. He's never been a reliever. He's always been a starter. And our overalls goes up. So they're gonna go with reliever. Um, okay, so I want a long reliever. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put Montero. He's been up in. Yeah, I want Montero to be our long reliever. Yeah, we're gonna move him to the majors. We're gonna put Anderson down in Triple A. He was one of his majors. Hopefully the CPU doesn't put him back up here. Because yeah, the CPU loves to do that during simulation, especially if players get hurt. But yeah, Montero's going to be our long reliever. Um, Nito's already on waivers. That's hilarious. Yeah, we don't need Nito. Why don't there only 22 players in AAA? Well, we got enough people in Single A to fill that up. I'm going to see how this guy Jose Pacino, I think that's how I pronounce his name. I'm going to see how he develops anything with this guy. These two guys for catching prospects. See how these develop. This guy's in triple. This guy's in double. In real life, they've both been lighting it up in the minors. So hopefully they can do that here. But right now we're gonna roll with Dingler and Rogers. Nito's well there. Uh, Max Anderson, I'm also interested to see how he develops. It could be in line for a September call up. Can I have enough 40 man? Nope, 40 man's full. I'm gonna have to move that around. Chase Young. He's been kind of a disappointment. We were kind of hoping he'd be like a top prospect like his brother, but just hasn't panned out. Maybe there's still time. He's only 25, I guess, but Hayu Lee's here. Up in real life, he's been playing really well, but in the game, he's 65 overall. If we can trade away Baez, I might put Lee up, but I might package Baez, maybe even Hayu Lee, and like maybe get like a better player. But we're gonna see what we can get for Baez. I'm also interested to see how Bryce Renier develops. I'm actually gonna put him in Double A. So we'll see how he does. Jordan Yost, same thing. What can he play? None. Renier. Oh, he can play multiple positions. I'm gonna also put you in Double A. Let the CPU figure that out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Bryce Renier right in Triple. Let's see what he does in Triple A. There's only one Triple A shortstop, and that would it kind of gets to go. I gotta send a Triple A guy down. We'll send Gage Workman. I don't really think we're gonna use him in this series. Who knows? But yeah, I rather see how Bryce does. That's not sign the 40 man. I'm gonna see how he develops after this year. He might be looking for a roster spot next year and maybe put him on the September call-up list. Ben Malgeri. All right. Well, let's see what we can try to start off for Mr. Baez. Because I just don't want him here. I would try to find a team that can afford him. Like the Rays, but they're not seeking. They're seeking catcher, right fielder, and second baseman. Yeah, there's nothing I can get from you guys, is there? There's 73 overall player. There's no shot I get Jonathan Aranda, is there? He's only a first baseman. I don't know who will play him at, but maybe I'll put him at DH. I know Carpenter plays DH, but maybe we can put Carpenter out right and him at DH versus righties over a player. But I doubt they accept this. They might if I throw in Hayuli though. I know in real life he's been kind of good for us, but in game, I don't know how he's gonna develop really. He's such a low overall here till 23, so I might as well try to use him. And he can play second. I know he's not there, but he can play second, so I don't know if the Rays are gonna accept this. Miranda has arbitration for a little while, so it'd be kind of a cool bat to get. I'm gonna send it through just to see what they say. Uh, well, we can keep eyes on the bench, for a while, but I do want to try to trade him this year because I don't want him. I don't want his contract to be a part of our off-season payroll because we are gonna have to try to get Terry Skubal back. And I'm actually gonna try to sign him during the season instead of the off-season because during my time here playing this game, I've noticed that every time I try to sign him in the off season, he rarely ever signs with us. So it might be easier to sign him with during the season during contract extensions if I'm able to. Same with Casey Mize. I want them to be on here to make what they do this year. But other than that, AJ Minter's been a good reliever. Do I trade him for Efrost? I'm gonna try it. I don't know if I'll do it. I don't know what Efrost is, but this player's first year of contract. So we signed him, but I've never seen him this year. That's hilarious. Like I've never seen him. Like, okay, well then, fine. I guess we won't do that trade. I think that's all that we're gonna do is that. Let's see if they take that trade. Um, Scouting's on auto just because it's a tedious thing to do. I know if I'm trying to really do, I should scout, but I mean, I'm hopeful that. I mean, I know they're gonna scout a lot of starting pitchers, but I'm hoping, they scout some middle infielders. You know, maybe a outfielder, maybe. I mean, I'm sure they'll do fine. We'll just draft and um we'll draft whoever we scout or you know auto scouts do. Now um I do have this is how we're gonna set this the game entry. Each episode's gonna be a month. Like so this episode's gonna get to May 1st and then June 1st, July 1st. But the July episode is gonna be the so this episode's getting to May 1st. The next episode is going to be to June 1st. The episode there's going to get the July 1st. So that's 3 episodes. The fourth episode is going to have where we're going to start to the 26th. Look at the trade deadline. Get to the trade deadline, and then get to August 1st. And then that's when we're going to do the signings of the draft picks. And then the next episode is going to be to September. Next episode is going to be through September, and then it's the playoffs. That's how each episode is going to roll. But during each episode, we're going to have some game entries. And it says Sim 71 games and played 91. I don't know if that means we're going to play a lot of games, but we're only going to set it to the ninth. So we're going to see some ninth inning, like no hitters or continued hitting streak or game tie, bases loaded, things like that. We'll test it out. I don't know how many times it's going to do this, so let's see how many times it does this going to May 1st. But let me finish setting up the lineups because I forgot to set them. Alright, so I don't mind Glaber leading off, but I want McGonagall to get some at bats. I want him to develop. So we're going to put McGonagall at first, Glaber at 2, Riley at 3, Carpenter batting cleanup. We're going to have Torkelson batting 5th, Colt batting 6th, Dingler batting 8th, Perez, and then Parker. That's how the righties is going to be set. I know Jalen in real life has been a really good offensive bat, but in game, it's been a toss up. Like, whenever I've done some Tiger simulations, some simulations he's been a really good hitter, some years he's not. So we'll see, and we'll move up the lineup here and there from time to time. Versus lefties, once again, I want McGonagall leaving off no matter what. I want him to get as many at bats as possible. It's going to be basically around the same type of thing. Uh, uh, but Jemai Jones is going to be in here. How old is Jemai? 28, 29. Yeah, we'll keep Jemai Jones in here. He actually does well in simulation that I've noticed. In real life, I know he's been awful, but we'll see how he does here. And then Keith will have batting 7th then versus lefties, and this is going to be our bench. Alright, hopefully the CP doesn't do, a lot of stuff. Montero's going to be our long reliever. I think setup man, I want Finnegan as a setup man in here. Vest does very well in simulation, normally. I know real life he's been awful, but they usually do well in simulation. Alright. Let's start simming and see what we get. In real life, the Tigers, I think, took the first 2 games and lost the 3rd game. Let's see how we do against, here. Win. Yeah, fix. Oh, we have a first one. The Tigers are down 7. This is a situation of importance. We're down. We're down 6. They're gonna bring us in the 9th to see if we can come back. Now, I'm not really good at this game, so I guess we'll try to make a big old comeback in the 9th. Dingler's at 2nd. Harris is at bat. Does it show how many outs we have? 0 outs. Well, okay. Interesting. Interesting for the. Maybe since it's a low importance, maybe I gotta change that. Just so you know, think the. I think the difficulty is on minors. I know that seems like really low to you guys, but as you guys know, I was in jail for 2 years. I haven't played this game for 2 years, and I'm trying to ease myself back into it. And this is still very difficult for me. Like, I'm not going to be like blowing people out. Like, this is still very difficult for me. So you guys can make fun of me as you guys want. But by the way, if you're liking this so far, please like and subscribe. I am trying to build my YouTube channel up, and just a beginner. But please like and subscribe and comment down below. 102 from Mason Miller. Damn. If I remember correctly, I think it was in the Athletics at one point as a closer. Ooh. I was expecting a fastball. See, I just struck out on minors. I'm hoping as I get more used to this game, I can increase the hitting difficulty to, higher. But we'll leave it here. See if Parker can get on for top of the order. He has good speed. We're going to try this. Okay, we'll try one more time. Yeah, Parker has some good speed. If I can lay it on good one, he could beat it out. It's a risk, but... Oh, that's a good one. But it was still too hard. Damn. It was a good bunt, but it was just a little too fast down that line. If it was a little slower, he would have beat it out. McGonagall goes up. He hit a homer today. The only run we have. Let's see if we can have a 2-out rally here. Ooh, nice circle change again. I keep expecting that 102-mile-an-hour fastball. He's got to be so early on it. Yep, there it is, 100 miles an hour down low. See, there it is. That was a good pitch to hit, but I was way late. I mean, wow, 100. That's hard. That's a ball. Very enthusiastic for the umpire. There we go. There's a base hit. Oh, he's going to get thrown out. Damn, I tried to score him. I should have held him up. We need base runners, not runs right now. I mean, we do need runs, but damn, that was a shallow hit. I shouldn't have sent him. That's my fault. We had 10 hits and only one run. That's classic Tigers right there. We get runners on, we can't score them. But again, I don't know why. I don't know why it made us do that. Like, why did it? Why did it bring our situation in when we're down 6? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, maybe I gotta change the. I gotta change the situation importance. Okay. Alright, we'll do very high importance this time, not low. Okay. Hopefully that we don't have that again. But let's see if we can take the series here. Nope, we lose the series. Against the Diamondbacks in real life, we got swept. Well, we didn't get swept. We actually took the series. And they rejected the offer. I figured they would. They looked to some, so they kind of considered it. Okay. All right. Well, let's see if we can make another trade. Packaging. Baez done this year. Hasn't had any effect. Fair. I still want to maybe do even a trade cruise. I don't realize. Yeah, maybe we'll do like a package of trade cruise and Baez for somebody. For just to go somewhere who can afford them. White Sox. Do we go for Acuna? He's done really well in his early season. 24-year-old. You can play second and short. So we do need an everyday third baseman. We could put Colt as third. And this guy could be like a guy who has really good speed. He hit both righties and left. He's still young enough. I know he only has to see potential. That's the only stinker, but he's young enough so we can be a cornerstone. And they'll have like our core middle infielders and Torkelson at first, Keith at third. We'll put Acuna at second, and obviously McGonagall at short. I kind of like this idea. I really do. Would they take it? Would they take it? They need a left fielder, third base. Okay, actually, wait a minute. This would be the perfect opportunity to use Lee. Yeah, this would be a perfect point to use Lee. And even for your troubles, I will throw in Jake Miller, who's young. He's actually done well in this one start, but we can put another person there. All right, this seems like a lot, but this opens up some cap space if they accept. Which we need right now, cap space, and we get a young player who we could try to build around. Don't know if they'll take it, but we'll find out. Okay. Let's keep Simmons to May 1. Countered. So they don't want how you lead. They'll take Miller and Baez. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. And keep Lee, because maybe he can develop in this game. Who knows? He's still youngish. I mean, he's 23, I think, in this game, I think it said. Oh, yeah, I'll take this all day. Oh, yeah, that's a... I'll take that all day. So, now I will add another starter. We'll put you in double. Because I'm about to put, we'll put Joe. Okay, Joe, you're going there. Okay, do that. All right, now the lineups. We will put you at. I did forget we have Gleyber Torres, who's a really good bat. Don't look at the averages right now. We're early in the season. I did kind of forget we had Gleyber Torres. How many years left on his contract? His last year. Maybe we look to trade Gleyber. I know he's a really good bat. We're trying to make the playoffs and all. But, I mean, I feel like putting Acuna on the bench. He played short, second, and then center. Parker isn't really doing that. Maybe we'll put him for Parker. Yeah. And then Keith's doing bad, so I'll move Keith down. Put present Keith here. Alright. We'll put him in for Parker. Maybe Parker off the bench. Because I do want to keep Parker with that speed. Acuna's fast as hell, too. He's 94. I didn't realize that. Oh, that's a steal threat right there. Alright. Alright, that's the only difference. Let's see this edition of Acuna will do. I think isn't he the brother of Ronald Acuna? Right? I know he's related to Ronald Acuna. I don't know if he's his brother or cousin. Last Angle, I don't know if I pronounce his name, but Luis Angel Acuna. Is Luis Angel Acuna related to Ronald Acuna Jr.? Google will figure it out. He's the younger brother. That's what I thought. Younger brother. I know I probably just murdered that name, but Google understood it. That's all I cared about. Yeah, let's see how he does. Just look at the stats before he came with us, just so we can have a general idea what he has. He's batting 273. He has 11 at bats, 3 hits, no home runs, 1 RBI. So, I guess nothing special, but we're only in the beginning of the season, so we'll see how he does as a Tiger. And that hopefully should help us keep winning games. All right, let's sim through May to May 1. Ooh, a little winning streak here. All right, we're tied here in the top of the 11th against the Twins with the bases loaded and 1 out with Acuna up at bat. Let's enter. Let's see if we can take this game. Let's see what the newest Tiger can do for us. Alrighty, we get the bat with Lewis, who's batting only 214, so he has 1 homer. He's kind of cooled off and with us. But you know what? I'm not really worried about that. I'd rather him struggle with this year, just because we got to buy his contract off the books, and he's young enough so we can build around him. Oh, perfect! And we get a grand slam with Ronald Acuna's younger brother. Maybe this will kickstart him. Grand slam, Motor City Kitties. Went only through 50, barely got over the wall, but that's all that matters. That would have at least scored the run. We would have at least scored at least 1 run. But see, I thought it was going all off the wall, but barely went over. But we got him. They're making a pitching change. Yeah, I bet you would. We're gonna hit with Dylan Dingler, then we'll probably super sim because we're up 4. See if we can finish this out. But I do want to hit with Dingler. He's batting 310. He's doing well this year. Love to see that, though. Love to see that. Let's go. finish the offensive outing. Then we'll do the pitching. Koki's doing decent. Okay, I love to see it. Couldn't hold up. Yep, I went. Koki's. He's batting 400 versus lefties and a decent versus righties, or better versus lefties. So that's good. At least for this at bat. Oh, that was my pitch. Oh, he hung a slider, and I was early on it. Well, I'll try to do a hit and run. We didn't have the double play, though, but let's see if Pairs over 3 today and get his first hit today and drive another run. Hasn't had a hit yet versus lefties, but he's decent versus righties. Or facing a lefty. Another high slider. It was kind of hanging. I'm early on it. Another slider. I'm with fastball. You can go up to 98. Ah, that's what I do a lot. I swing at those type of pitches. I gotta stop that. But hey, good outing though. I mean, Acuna, the newest Tiger, hits a grand slam. All right, who's pitching for us? Yeah, return to simulating. We get the win. But it's all centered about Ron Acuna's grand salami. I don't know why it's doing this, but I thought it would follow the ball. But either way, a grand salami for Acuna. I gotta figure out how to say his name. I'll figure that out later on in the series. But maybe I'll jumpstart him. Looks like he was pinch hitting because he's only 1 for 1. So it looks like he was pinch hitting. But maybe I'll jumpstart his. You know, we're actually having a good April. Leading the division currently. Injured, just injured. Framber Valdez got hurt. Only a shoulder strain though. He's actually doing well. Why can't we get that? Why can't we get? I know it's only 9 innings, but why can't we get that Valdez in real life? And Bobrisky's going back soon. I'll probably start him off in the minors, depending on how everybody's doing. How's everybody doing early on? They put obviously school's doing good. Montero is only 9 innings though. Oof, Flaherty. Looks like the early real season Flaherty. Verlander looking like his old self early on. Casey Mize is good. All right, so it's really Jack Flaherty's screwing it up. Holt is doing decent as long as my pitchers, starters, yeah, but special relievers, as long as I have a 4 or less ERA, I'll take that. Ooh, Herder. Okay, Frost, you're doing fantastic. Herder though. If he's still like this when Brisky comes back, I might replace Herder for Brisky. Oh, Vest's looking like real life Vest. Oh, Finnegan's struggling too. Kenley Jansen's only had 1 blood save, but okay. So I know it's still early in the season. We've only played 10 games or 13, but we'll see. We're not gonna make any changes right now. Um, I don't want to like rushed and panic or whatever. We're winning baseball games right now. Maybe they'll figure it out. It's hard to judge a baseball player after the first month. It really is, or 1 month. I mean, you can have a couple bad outings as a pitcher and balloons your ERA. You know, um, so we're winning ball games. Let's just continue the sim. We have a chance to come back and take this lead. So let's see if we can do it. Gleyber Torres is on the mound with McGonigal and Paris with 2 outs. So we need a base hit here to tie the game. These are the type of wins we need to try to squeak out. Love to make the playoffs in year one. Both players got decent speed. Oh, that was a good pitch to swing at. Right into the zone. All right, come on, Torres. So only 2 off speed so far. He's got a fast fastball up almost near triple digits. Oh, Gleyber Torres with the walk off. 420. Okay, maybe this is a little easy for me. Let's just hit 2 homers in 2 back-to-back moments. I mean, let's go Gleyber. But I think if I continuously do that, I'm not saying like it's, home runs will happen, but if I just continuously doing that, I might up the difficulty 1. I'll probably do that now. I'll probably up it to whatever the one after minors, I believe, is a veteran. Well, let's go Gleyber. But also, it was a good pitch to swing at. I just timed it up. Right now for me, it's timing. I mean, I just squared it up. I timed it, and Torres did the rest. That was that was huge. We split a 4-game series against Boston, lost series against Kansas City, we won a series against Miami. We have a chance to win the series with Derek Skubal on the mound, and we do. We're continuing to win. We just swept the Braves. We're 20-12 at May 1st. We're a half game back at the Royals. We're always chasing the Royals. Whenever I do a franchise, I'm always chasing the Royals. I don't understand why. We're always chasing the Royals. The Royals have always been a thorn in my side every time I do a Tigers franchise. It's weird. I don't understand it. The Guardians suck this year so far. The White Sox probably expect. Twins are kind of there, but damn, Guardians. All right, injured list. Bailey Horn's on injured list, but he's not kind of bored. Looks like, during the May sim, we're going to get Obrisky back. But let's see how everybody's doing at the May 1 mark. Obviously, Skubal is Skubal. What can I say? Valdez looks like kind of cooled off a little bit after a strong start, but hopefully he can figure it out. I mean, he's also making a major contract. 38 a year. See, I'm the type of person that you don't get a leash. I mean, if I know I didn't make this signing, I know this is real life, but in my world, if you're making $20 million or more and you're not performing, I'm going to try to trade you. You're not going to be even. I don't care if you sign like a 10-year deal. Okay, let me go back there. If I sign someone to a 10-year deal and it's like a superstar, like a Gunnar Henderson or someone who's like 28 years or younger, and I know they're a superstar and they're not, maybe have a bad season, I can live with that. But like a Fernando Valdez, he's already 32 years old. So in this game, he's going to start to regress. Now, the A potential is going to keep his overall 89 for a lot longer than some players. But I'm sorry, if by the trade deadline in his first year, and now 4.5 ERA is not a bad ERA. I mean, it's not great, but it's not horrible. Like, he's keeping us in ball games. He had 2 quality start. He's the whip is kind of high. I want that whip to go down. But if it's like 5 or worse by the trade deadline, I'm gonna try to trade him because like I don't want him to be making $38 million a year, which we can go for a lower overall pitcher who pitches better, maybe a younger pitcher. We could probably get a couple things for Feinberg at 89 overall, a potential. Someone's gonna want him. You know, and I'm not saying like I said, I don't want to panic yet. I'm not panicking. It's only 1 month, but that's just the way I'm gonna run this team. I mean, if I sign you to a contract, I expect you to perform. If you're not performing, I'm gonna move you. You know, I want to win, and however way that looks, I'm gonna try to bring a World Series to this team, multiple World Series. Um, so this franchise is gonna go from 2026 to 2036, a 10-year franchise series. So let's see if we can build a dynasty in these 10 years. Um, but Flaherty though, 7. He's on an expiring contract. I can look to trade him. Maybe I can get something for him. You never know. 81 overall be potential. He's 30. Verlander's pitching out of his mind this year. I mean, 294. Love to see it for Justin Verlander in his final season, potentially. Casey Mize doing good. So it's really just Flaherty. Montero was struggling. Okay. I still want to keep him. That whip is kind of high, but I can deal with that whip. Maybe we can figure it out. Ooh, Holden was doing good early, but he's struggling now. Herder's figured it out. He was terrible early on, but he figured it out. Efrost is still doing good. Vest is doing better. Finnegan, same thing. And same thing with Jansen. So it's really just Tyler Holden. Who's in the minors doing good, but McGonigal struggling a little bit. 217. Glad to put Parker out. Acuna's doing a little bit better. I still rather have Acuna than Parker. Torkelson has a good average. Power isn't really there, but right now. But I like he'll still probably finish with 25-ish homers. Carpenter, good month. Riley Green, same thing, good month. Love the average. I'll take that from Glaber. Dylan Dingler, though. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Glaber, or I know this is going to sound really weird, but I'm going to put Glaber down here. I know he's not doing bad, but I know that. Russell Perez is struggling as well. Matt Verlin's doing, but he does do well versus righties. We need another bat because these guys are just not it. These guys are just not it. We need another bat. Let's see what I can get for Jack Flaherty, which the trade answer will be in the next episode. But we'll make the trade offer now, and we'll see what happens in the next episode. But Flaherty, I do want a starter back though. I do want a starter that can help us win now. How's Evelyn doing? Also terrible. Because I know I can't get high, even if I go for a lower overall. Okay, I gotta look at the different teams. Oviedo. Okay. It's only 12 innings, but 2.92 ERA, 0.97 WHIP. He's only 28. He's actually in arbitration next year, so we don't have to worry about paying him until after the 2028 season or 2027 season. He's a 78 versus 81. I wonder if I can get 2 players for him. Wasn't he he's a starter in real life. Oh, that's AAA though. That's AAA. Okay, that's Red Sox. This guy has not allowed to run in 12 innings. Nearly 13 innings. I wonder if I can finesse this team. 28. He's arbitration for 3 more years. I wonder if I can finesse this team. I don't know if this is going to go through, but I might try to give him Holton. They're probably going to say no, but I mean, this is so similar. I mean, they didn't even want a starter, though. Like catcher, a shortstop, and a first baseman. What about the one? This is where I throw in evaluate. I think doing a AAA. Terrible. I don't know if they'll do this, but you know what? We're gonna find out. What else can I take? I'm not gonna cover multiple trades. Okay, wait a minute here. A 22-year-old center would be potential starting pitching prospect. He started in 7 games for the Yankees. He has a 4.33 ERA, which is better than what Flaherty's doing. 136 WHIP. He's 22 years old. This is a guy I kind of want to develop. Like, I could put him in a long relief spot. I could probably start him. I don't think they would take Flaherty for him, though. I just don't think they would. I mean, I can try. I mean, this would be a great prospect to look at if we can get him. They have this prospect on the trade block, but he's in single play. 1, 2. These guys are on IL. That's why Elmer Rodriguez is. I'm gonna send that through too, because he's on multiple. You know, I wouldn't be upset with any of these that I'm making. Maybe try to go for Eric Lauer. He's 30. Same age as Jack Flaherty. And around the same overall. I'll try to send it through. You never know. I'll probably send 1 or 2 more. Tanner Bybee wouldn't be a bad one. And he's on contract. Only making 9.6 a year. That's not bad, really. But will they take Jack Flaherty? Same overall. 3 years younger. But they're looking for a young starting pitcher. Jack Flaherty's 30. I don't know if they consider that young. He's on an expiring contract. I'll still send it through. Logan Allen, what's he doing? Terrible. I mean, I'll send it through. I mean, you never know. You know, all you can do is shoot your shot. And no. Jeffrey Springs. The Tigers just played in real life and they pounded on him, but he's actually not doing terrible this year. In 36 innings, 2.72 ERA, 1.16 WHIP. Low walks, striking out people. In 6 games. He's under contract, not also cheap for a couple of years. Maybe a stopgap. But I'm gonna keep looking though. Bryce Miller. Holy crap. Oh, he's only pitched 1 inning. I was going to say 33. What the hell? But, yeah, that's just 1.1. He looks like he just had a bad outing. So that's what I mean. You can have a bad outing, and, you know, for whatever reason, you can allow 2 runs in 1 inning, and your ERA goes to 20. Like, I don't know how that works. But, Kenzie Gore wouldn't be bad. I know he's not doing that good, but he's still young. He's in arbitration 1 more year. I mean, 1.27 WHIP is good. That just means if you just get unlucky. If you're below 1.30 WHIP, that's a good WHIP. He has only allowed 6 walks. He has 33 strikeouts. Maybe just get unlucky with, you know, he's had 2 quality starts. It could just be only allowed 15 runs. It could just be his defense is just failing him. He has A potential. Yeah, I doubt they're gonna go for this trade, but I'll try it. That's gonna be my last trade. So here's a look at our 5 trades we have going on so far for Jack Flaherty. We have the package here to get Oviedo and a reliever to replace Holton. Slate replaces Holton, Oviedo replaces Flaherty, and Highly just to throw in. Then we got straight up for Rodriguez, straight up for Lauer, straight up for Tanner Bybee, and straight up for Mackenzie Gore. Let me know in the comment section below which trade you want to see accepted and which ones you think that probably won't be accepted. A lot of these probably won't be accepted. I wouldn't be surprised if all of them are not accepted. But which one in the comments do you think you want to see accepted? Because we're gonna find out in the next episode which one gets accepted and which one doesn't, if any get accepted. But anyway, here's another look at our standings. After the first month, still really good month. We're 20-12. We're right there in the race. Hopefully we can just keep winning. Hopefully we can stay healthy. But anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next episode, which will be every 3 days. Will be an episode, I think. So today's Wednesday, so Friday or Saturday, I'll probably upload my second episode of this franchise. So hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out, y'all.